Greetings. Greetings one and all present over here. First of all, I would like to ask you a question. Do you all read books?
Yes.
Lovely to hear from you. I also read books, and today I'm going to tell about one of the best self-help books. The title of my book is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teenagers. This book is written by C. Covey. His father, Stephen Covey, wrote a book about the 7 habits which was for elder people. This book is written specially for the teenagers. Imagine you had a roadmap from where you are now to get to where you want to go in life. This book has the essential tools that may take you. In an interesting way, this book helps teenagers to resist peer pressure, build relationships, and also overcome challenges. This book has personally helped me a lot. One story which I would love to share is about a boy named David. He was a football player. He was short-heighted and thin. He used to get bullied in his school. He could not tolerate this. He got frustrated and locked himself in a room and started crying. He thought that he had to do something in his life. So he decided to take out a diary and wrote his goals. The goals included increasing his height, gaining weight, becoming the best football player in his school, and becoming one of the best sprinters in the state. He started working hard. He had a friend who had the similar goals. They started working together. He slept 10 hours a day, ate 7 meals, and drank 8 glasses of milk. When he started his journey, he could only bench press 50 pounds. He worked harder and harder. The deadline was near, and he had accomplished it all. His height from 5 feet 2 inches was now 5 feet 11. His weight from 50 kgs was now 80, and he was one of the best football players in his school, and even one of the best sprinters in the state. He had accomplished it all because he had the willpower. And I also recommend you all to read this book. Now, I would like to end with a quote. When you believe in yourself, you are halfway there. Thank you.
Thank you, participant number 1. Put your hands together for participant number 2 as he walks up on the stage.
Serial number 2. Today I am going to speak about the book No Turning Back. The author of the book is Beverly Naidu. This book is like there is a student whose name is Sipu and his stepfather who is very violent. Sipu gets to football classes every day, but his stepfather do not allow him to go to the football classes. As he wants to play football and his father wants him to study, he tried to do both, but it was not possible for him. But he tried his best, and after some years he was a doctor and was also playing football at international level. Thank you.
Thank you, participant number 2.
Good afternoon, all the teachers and my fellow friends. Today, I am going to give a book review on my favorite book. My favorite book is Ikigai for Teens. It is written by Hector Garcia and Francis Mills in the year of 2021. It is published by Scholastic. Wonder, you are older, you are in a job that doesn't satisfy you. You think your life is over. So this is the book which is going to help you. After reading this book, you will feel motivated. Have you ever heard the word Iki? Iki means life and Gai means worthwhile. Ikigai is a Japanese word which is a mixture of passion, profession, vocation and mission. This book tells many things like how to unlock your talent. Some of the ways are list of great people like Cristiano Ronaldo, Sachin Tendulkar, Elon Musk, and so on are successful due to they invested thousands of hours in their ikigai, means their passion, while others used to think that it is impossible. 10,000 hour rule. This rule tells you that if you do something 10,000 hours, you will be expert or master in that thing. One of the most interesting topics from this book is how to make good friends by judging their listening skills. Some of them are the analyst. The analysts are the friend who gives you advice. They think for your better. Second, the doomsayers. The doomsayers are the friend those who take negative sides in the situation. They may be most dangerous people in your life. Third, the empowerer. The empowerers are the friends those who motivate you. They are the champion friends. After reading this book, I learned how to make good friends. Few years before, I was staying with the wrong friends. After reading this book, I learned how to choose friends wisely. I suggest you all to read this book, as it is one of my best self-development book. Just remember, as the Japanese saying goes, if you fall 7 times, get up 8 times. Thank you.
I, serial number 4, am going to give a review on this book named Young Ram and the Tower of Ravan. Young Ram and the Tower of Ravan is R.K. Singh's debut novel and his first book in the Young Rama series. It is published by Scholastic. The story begins when Lord Ram and his brother Lakshman visit the northern side of the Sarala river, and near a huge banyan tree they find birds circling about. Lord Ram finds something awkward. He rushes towards the tree, but he faints, and when he wakes up, he finds himself in a huge tower. He meets a sorcerer named Ugra. He was bald and he wore black clothes. Somehow, Lord Ram tried to escape the tower. In the way, he met a Koitur village girl named Dayamani, who helped him fight demons. In the way, they met demons whom Lord Rama fought fiercely. And this book inspires me about Lord Rama's bravery and his strength. In the end, when they meet again with the sorcerer stabs Dayamani and kills her. Lord Rama whispers a mantra in his ears, and somehow his eyes roll back in his head and his body turns pale as wood. The sorcerer was finished. Lord Ram gently closed Dayamani's eyes and placed her head on the ground. Lord Ram then returned home, Ayodhya. His brothers Lakshman, Bharat and Shatrugna, along with 2 other boys from ashram, rescued him when crocodiles were attacking his boat. This is how Lord Ram saved himself and other people from the terror of demons. Thank you.
Good afternoon to one more present here. My name good afternoon to one more present here. I'm serial number 5, and I'm excited to talk about Atomic Habits by James Clear, a book that taught me that small changes can lead to big difference. The author of the book is James book also tells us that the habits are very important to us. This book mainly focuses on how to build a good habit and break the bad ones using simple rules. These rules are called as 4 laws of behavioral change. Now, what are 4 laws of behavioral change? First, make it obvious. Whenever you try to make a habit, just make it clear and visible. For example, if you want to drink more water, just keep the water bottle on places where you often visit. Second, make it attractive. We are more likely to do the things we found appealing or desire to do. So, pair a habit that you love with a habit you want to develop. For example, you love listening to music, play it while you exercise. Third, make it easier. The simpler the habit is, the easier it is to follow. So, if you want to read a book, just read a 1 page a day. At least reading a 1 page a day is better than reading nothing. Last but not the least, make it satisfying. Reward yourself after sticking up with the habit. The positive change can keep you motivated. For example, reward yourself with treats or money when you complete a milestone. This book also tells us that success does not come overnight. These are the results of small changes and daily habits. The James Clear also tells in this book the small real-life stories that how did the British cycling team became champions just by improving in some particular areas, like from their training areas to their bikes. And these small improvements added up to their victories. Now, why you should read this book? I recommend this book to each and every one of you because in this book the James Clear explains that you don't have to make a drastic change or an earth-shattering change to be successful in life. All you have to focus on is small, tiny changes and daily habits that can be way more transformative. This book, to conclude, this atomic habit is a very simple yet powerful guide to change your life. This book teaches us that small, tiny changes can lead to big results and great success. So whenever you have to start a new habit, just stay small, stay consistent, and watch the result grow. Thank you.
I am book number 6, and the book I will be reviewing is Wonder by R.J. Palacio. The year of publishing is 2012 by UK's Random House Publishers. In this book, there's a boy named August. But wait, before starting this, I'd like to ask a question to each one of you present over here. Tell me the truth, be honest, and be frank. Would you ever judge anyone on how they look and be friends with them? Now I'll start. In this book, there's a boy named August Pullman who joined Pune in a new school. Before he was homeschooled by his own mother. You know why? I will. When he was with his mother, the doctors told his mother that there would be a small cleft plate injury, and after he was born, he had to go 27 surgeries just to get his face fixed. Can you believe that? 27 major surgeries. It's not a joke, everyone. It's not a joke. But the best part about this book is how August tolerates all this. All the bullies, the teasing, everything. This book is being shown by many different perspectives. Let's take for instance August's sister Vaya. In the second chapter, Vaya tells him that you can't blend in when you were born to stand out. These were some words said by Vaya herself. She never thought that he would blend in so well in his new school. Well, in the end, he actually did. This book also consists a special chapter, the Julian chapter, in which the school takes all the students for a period in which he gets bullied and he gets kicked on his face so hard that he cries in the woods all alone. Can you believe that, everyone? I can really feel the pain, what is happening to him. This picture also shows us
The Hero Code by William McRaven, published in 2021 by Palacio. Before I start, I want to tell you all one thing, that you are the best. You are impeccable and you are special. You are not just an ordinary person. You are something. You are someone that can change the world. Before reading this book, I thought that I was just an ordinary boy who is short and I'm in 8th grade. But now I think that I'm capable of everything. I'm capable for success and I'm capable to win. This book has 10 chapters, spanning from humility and courage to forgiveness and beauty. My favorite chapter is humility. Socrates once said that he is the wisest man on earth because he knows that the wiseness of him is nothing compared to God. The Quran says that the one who walks upon earth is humble and the others are buried in the ground. A Hindu scripture says that humility is the virtue of all. The story that William shares with us is amazing. In a dinner party, William was invited. He goes there and he meets Charlie, an ex-US Air Force officer. Charlie was a very humble man. They talked, but Charlie did not reveal his last name. After dinner time, William asked his friend Roger about Charlie. Roger said that Charlie's full name is Charles Duke. Now, if you don't know who Charles Duke is the 10th man who walked upon moon. That is a very big achievement. But in the conversation that William and Charles had, not once did he mention that Charles walked upon the moon. It is a very big thing. Humility is one of the biggest virtues, and yet it is one that is not talked of. William is also an extraordinary person. He was in the Navy SEALs and conducted operations in the Vietnam War, in South Korea, in Afghanistan and in Pakistan. He had a major role in the capture of Osama bin Laden. And this book is a guide for someone who wants to achieve more than possible. Who wants to achieve more than what he thinks is possible. I want to conclude my speech with what Anne Frank said. That man does not have to wait to change the world. He only has to look for his talent. Thank you.
I, Sarala, will present you a book review at the last Junior category. This book is Sunita Williams, which is wrote by Anantaraman. She enjoys writing non-fiction books. She has also wrote another book in the Puffin series, which is the 14th Dalai Lama, which is the Buddha of compassion. This book is a biography of Sunita Williams. She was born in 1965, 19 September. She lived in Inculcating, Ohio. She also shifted in many parts of the USA in Palacio. Some of them are East Texas or Star City, Russia, or ISS Space in Houston. She family consisted of many people, such as the father was Deepak Pandya, mother Bonnie Pandya, husband Michael Williams, sister Dina Pandya, brother Jay Pandya, and her dogs Bali and Bobby. She had many achievements in her life. She was certificated for a lot of them. Her profession, she was a big fan of running, swimming, baseball, marathons, biathlons. Also, she was a big fan to go to space. She always loved how people inspired her. She was the one who was sent in
esteemed judges, my dear teachers, and all my dear friends present over here today. I am going to speak about a book which is named as That Night. So this is a book written by Nidhi Upadhyay. It was a debut novel. So this book is based on this book is a twisted tale of friendship and betrayal. So in this book there are 4 friends: Riya, Natasha, Catherine, and Archie. So this is a book written by Nidhi about when they were in their hostel lives. So during their hostel lives, they were an incident occurred to them, and they made a pact that they would not repeat that talk or repeat that incident ever again, which made their guilt and friendship torment for the last 20 years. So the book starts with how their lives were going on peacefully until a hacker came and started to interrupt their lives. So this is when the hacker starts to torment them by making the old incidents reappear, talking about them and writing messages to them in many different ways. Like they would send notes, send messages online, or hack their computers and PCs. So the hacker was supposed to be sending messages and instigating them so that they would come together and fight the hacker. So because this was the incident related to the friend which they had done. So when their lives were in danger, they all had to come together and they had to fight against it. So I would review this book for the people who like to read many horror stories, thrills, etc. Thank you.
I'm going to review the book known as Who's My Keys. This book was written by Spencer Johnson in 1998. Spencer Johnson was an American author on January 15, 1928 in Michigan. The main plot of this story is basically there are 4 characters, 2 mice and 2 people, namely Spencer and Helen. So the story deals with everyday changes and how to deal with them. The mice quickly adapt to the changes, whereas the 2 little people, they embody human reactions. Like they resist change, or gradually stop resisting change, learns to adapt to change. We should also adapt change just like the mice embodied, as all change is good. That's what it says. Thank you.
To all the judges present, I am serial number 3 from the senior category, and today I am going to give the book review on the book Let Us Fly by Yusuf Sen. This book is also written with the help of author Louis Carpenter. This book talks about the struggles of a woman, Malala, and her father struggled to give her education. This book talks about the author who was born in Pakistan in a not very rich family, how he became an activist when he did not even know the meaning of activist, and how he struggled against the Taliban who were
One is about how girls' education should be given to girls, and how this man fought and struggled for all the women's education. Thank you.
Nothing in this world is hard than speaking truth, and nothing is easy than practicing truth. Greetings to all of us everywhere. I am candidate for hope, and today I am going to talk about Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky. This is not just a book, but a testament to how much Dostoevsky knows the human psyche and how much he can look into the extremes of the human conditions. Fyodor Dostoevsky, born in Moscow, was a son of a Russian doctor. This book was first published in 1860 and was republished in the 18th subcontinent by Penguin Select Classes. This book looks at, well, this book can be explained by one simple question, and this I need to ask you all. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could kill every single bad person in this world, every single terrorist, every single murderer, every single robber in this world, will this world become a better place? I listen to a lot of guests from here, and I believe this so, and so does the protagonist of this book, Raskolnikov, an ex-law student who believes that he is the one who can use evil methods to bring good to people. He believes that he needs to kill a debtor who takes advantage of people in their worst times. He kills her. Her name being Ivana, as well as her sister Elizabeth, who witnesses the crime. He takes off and thinks that he has escaped, hiding his cash, which he has stolen under some cobblestone. But then again, that's when the kid, as well as the inspector in charge, try to close up on him. He feels distant from his entire world, while nobody knowing that he actually committed the crime. He gets corroded from the inside by the guilt of killing two people mercilessly. And yet, who's to blame? Because he did it for good. Dostoevsky not only explains us the philosophy of us humans, of not only nihilism, but what we can do for extremes, or what we think is right. In this book, Raskolnikov always goes out of his way to help people who are below him. Yet he actively always thinks that people are below him and that is always right. Anyone who's willing to read this book, I give advice to them that they should read carefully. This book generously rewards people who look at every single word carefully and understand the meaning behind them. Crime and Punishment not only is a book but a testament from Dostoevsky. As the book commences, we see that Raskolnikov gets into a drunkard and meets Sonia, a prostitute who has a drunk bedridden father. And Sonia, not only being a prostitute, is also a jab to Raskolnikov's chest every single time. Because not only is she a prostitute who has to sell her body to keep a family alive, but she's also caring and loving. Two of the things Raskolnikov isn't. In the end, Raskolnikov finally confesses to his crime, and Sonia, being the lover that she is, accepts his punishment with him. As they both go to Serbia to continue the sentence. This book not only explores the human side, but what people can do for love, for desperation, and their need.
Sunita was born in 1950. She loved North America. She now is a chairperson in Infosys Foundation. A prolific writer in English and Kannada, she has written travel books, short stories, novels, etc. Her books have been translated into many major languages in India. Now about the third book in her title of non-fiction, to the end of the stop reading lyric. talks so much that he has no time to listen to others. In other stories, a girl embarks on a train journey which changes her life forever. An impoverished village woman provides baby water to hundreds of people in a drug-stricken area. And in the title story, a woman in a flooded village in Orissa teaches the author an unforgettable life lesson. This book teaches us about the principles of life and small things that make it beautiful. It tells us to stop going through life and start going through it. So I hope that if we realize some sensitive thoughts, it may be understand in you too. I recommend this book to everyone. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Teachers and my dear students, and also the seniors. So the book I'm holding in my hand is known as Six Gates of Hell. It is written by a YouTuber who also tells different aspirants how to go and attempt for service selection board interview. It is one of the difficult interview of India. His name is Jugadu Fauji. I understand it's very weird, but again he is a YouTuber. So the book tells us about how life is hard and easy as a civilian. Now when I say hard, it does not mean that it's easy, or it does not mean that you are always in the pain. It says that when you are a cadet in the National Defence Academy, but this book is about National Defence Academy. So when you are a cadet in the National Defence Academy, it's not easy. We as civilians, we feel we have many problems in our life, but that's not true. The problems we are facing are not that big what the cadets are going through. The 6 gates represent the 6 terms of the National Defence Academy, which last for 3 years. Then I'll tell you about the National Defence Academy later, but let's come to this first. So in the 6 terms, every cadet goes through pain a lot. Every senior comes, bullies. It's not bullying though, it's only for your betterment. But then again, it's not that easy, right? So it tells us that how easy as a civilian our life is. Everybody has pain, but then again it's normal, we should embrace it. We are always complaining, which is wrong. I feel that after reading this book, I have changed a lot. This was the time when I was choosing my career path, and I went through this book and I thought that okay, let's take this challenge. I don't look my career as an opportunity to be someone big, but as an opportunity which takes me to a goal which is different from other people. So there are 2 key takeaways from the book. First, as I told, life is not easy. Even if you are an officer, cadet, civilian, doesn't matter. But then you have to embrace it. The second key takeaway is that be honest with yourself. Be honest with the people you are with. It does not mean that you should give opinions which will always hurt the people. No. It's a different psychology. But then again, when you are with a principal and when you are a teacher, do you act same? I'm asking a question, I need a reply. No. Why? Is it not important to be what you are? Be yourself. And that's what the key takeaway is from the book. There is one complication in the book, that is a complex plot. As we don't know much about what life is in National Defence Academy and what are the terms, so that's why we as civilians get type of complications in the book while we are reading. So I feel every cadet, every civilian, every student, every person going through a teenage period should read this book so that he gets how to live a life and not how to survive. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Have you ever wondered what the future holds when it comes to AI? Will AI take our jobs, or will it embrace new opportunities for collaboration? This book, Co-Intelligence by Ethan Morrie, tries to answer these very few questions. The book dives deep into the idea that AI can be used as a collaborative tool to improve both our and the world's future. Did you ever know? Wait. The book dives deep into the idea that AI can be used as a collaborative tool. The author uses examples such as where AI is working alongside humans. For example, healthcare, education. Did you know? Thank you.
Good afternoon to each one of you present over here, and a special good afternoon to the panel of judges. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the book Tuesdays with Morrie, written by Mitch Allen. This book dives deep into the conversation of philosophical life matters and everything. So basically, Mitch Allen was a person who was associated with Morrie Schwartz, who was a former college professor with him. Through their discussions, Morrie challenges Mitch to reassess his own life choices, urging him to prioritize what truly matters. This book suggests nothing else but proposing what truly matters in life, like nurturing genuine human relationships, or taking out love and giving it in. Morrie teaches us that life's fleeting nature should inspire to cherish each moment, love deeply, and love freely. In conclusion, Tuesdays with Morrie is not just a memoir, it's a transformative and accessible book which teaches us to live with an intention. Wisdom that transcends age, circumstances, making it a must-read for anyone who is seeking a deeper meaning in their life. Thank you.